Hey guys, this is Make It Work with Yosh, and today we are back with a video that I promise you that I will be doing, and that is putting together our little shelf for our bathroom that my wife ordered from Amazon. Like I said, in the description area, I will put a link where you can order this. And in this video, I will be putting it together, and then I will be showing a after video once it is on the wall. Well, guys, before we start this video, please make sure, if you're new to this channel, I want to thank you, and please make sure you hit that subscribe button and become a part of the Make It Work with Yosh family. And for all you guys that's already part of the family, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button also. And for the both of you, please make sure you hit that bell notification. That way, every time I release a video, you will be notified and you will not miss a single video. Well, guys, I hope you've been enjoying your day. And like I said, this is the stuff we would need to put this little shelf together. Like I said, it came with 2 pieces of wood right here, really light. It came with the hardware, which is screws and anchors. You're gonna need a drill. You can use a screwdriver if you want, but I think it's a little easier if you use a drill. You're gonna need your drill bit, a Phillips. I always use a little drill bit to screw or start my hoe. That way you don't have to be fighting with trying to get the hoe exactly. And you're gonna need some type of pen or marker. That way you can dot exactly where you need to put a little drill hoe at, because it just make it easier when you know exactly. And you will see in the video, I will explain to you. And you will definitely need your frames, your 2 frames, your left and your right. Well, guys, before we start, let's move the drill out of the way. Before we start, when you putting a shelf together, the main thing you want to do, you always want to view your wood and make sure you pick the best looking side to go up. You don't want to put the worst looking side up and people come in and look at it and see all the flaws and everything like that. So like on this piece of wood right here, if you notice, you see these and you see the little pit. It's like a little hole. It's just where they cut it. And like I said, guys, this is real wood. So yeah. So you see like right here. So what you want to do, you want to flip it over and look on that side. Now this side looks great. There's no flaws. There's no type of holes or anything. So you want to use this side going up. Okay, then you're going to do it with the second shelf. Okay, you want to take a look at it. And hopefully you have one good side. And if you get both good sides, that's even better. But you want to glance at your wood to make sure you don't see any type of flaws in it before you start putting it together. Alrighty, so yeah, you see right here, this have like parts of the wood that when they cut it, it just kind of had pits in it. So this is gonna go down. So we're gonna flip it that way. Go on and do that. That way you don't have to worry about it while you're putting your shelf together. So we got that taken care of. Then you want to open up your little packet and put your stuff, lay it out, see what you're gonna be using. So guys, on the frame to the wood, you will be using your little screws. And like I said, I'm gonna put a link in the description area. That way you know exactly what shelf we have and you can order it yourself. And guys, the big screws is the ones you're gonna be putting in the wall with your anchors. These are anchors right here, guys. What this is for is when you drill a hole in the wall, you put that in the wall, and once you put a screw in it like this, see if I angle, good. When you put that screw in there, it opens up, and that way it will hold it to the wall really sturdy. For if you put heavy stuff on the shelf, it won't pull it out of the wall. So guys, yeah, the big screws and the anchors is going to be the ones that's going in the wall. So you can put that back in your package. That way you don't need that right now until we get ready to install it on your wall. So yeah, let's go on and put that back in the package, guys. I hope you've been enjoying your day and staying safe out there. I know everything has opened up now, but still you have to stay safe. Use your brain. Don't get too comfortable, because when you let down your guard, that is when stuff happens. So guys, yeah. All right, so we put that back in the package. And yeah, so the little screws is what we're gonna be putting in the frame. All right, guys. So go on and put your drill bit in your drill. And make sure you got it going the way you need to go for it. All right, so we set that to the side, guys, and we're gonna scoot our frame over. All right, so what we're gonna start off first is we are going to mark exactly where we are going to put the holes in the wood. So if you wanna go on and set your frame up like that. It's not gonna hurt anything. Like I said, the top part is what's gonna go facing up. So what we're gonna do, first we're gonna start with the bottom. You go on and do your bottom first. Hopefully you guys, you can see this. I know my camera is not that wide angle, so I'm gonna try to scoot it out for you see what I'm doing. Hope you guys can see it. Alright, let's see. Alright, hopefully you guys can see it. So what I'm gonna do is put my first thing of wood down and make sure you get it exactly even the way you need it to be. And just to make sure everything is good, guys, go on and put your second piece on. That way it won't be kind of at an angle, and then you notice that when you was up there marking it, it was at an angle, so it didn't mark it the correct way. So you shouldn't have a problem with it setting up like this. It's sitting on the table. So make sure, you want to make sure you get these even, this even, and then make sure that's all even. So yeah, so once it's even, you see that, guys? Let's try to angle it for you guys to see what I'm saying. All right, you see that, guys? It's even. All right, there we go. So that's when we're gonna gently put little marks. That way we can get everything marked. And like I said, use a black marker, blue marker, either one, something dark for you can see. All you're gonna do, just put it in the little hole and you're gonna just twirl it. Make sure you be easy for you won't push it out of the way. Twirl it. Then we're gonna do the other side. Twirl it. Twirl it. Okay, now we just have to do this part right here. Twirl it. And then sit this over. Twirl it. There we go. That way we know exactly what we need to do. So you see all that, guys? I hope you did. So now we can scoot our frame out some and lay it back down. Lay it down the way it's going to go back up. That way you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, lay it like that. Lay your boards like that. And guys, what we're going to do, we're going to go on and put our drill bit on our drill. That way we can just, and like I said, don't go deep in the hose. You're just going to just start it. That way your screw have somewhere to start. I don't know if you guys can see it, but where the mark is, you're going to just drill a little bit. Okay. Not real deep, guys. Like I said, you're just going to drill just a little bit. That way your screws have somewhere to start. And you don't have to sit there and play the, let's try to get the screw started and it's pushing the wood up off the frame. Like I said, make sure you don't go all the way through. You don't want to have an all the way through screw hole. So we got the bottom done. Now we're going to do the top board. So make sure you just, sorry guys if I'm blocking your view, but I will show you once I get through exactly what I did. Okay, let's go to this other side. And this one. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. So we got that done. Okay, I'm gonna bring it close for you guys to see what I did. You see right there where I hit the marks? I put the little drill holes. See that, guys? One right here. Probably see it because of the dust. One there. Got one here and one here. And same way at the top board. See where the dust is? That way, when you put the frame up to it, you can easily screw the hose. You know, because if not, most of the time the screw will try to push the board outwards, and you don't want that. So what you do, you're gonna set your board back up on your frame, and this time you could do one at a time. You could do one at a time. It don't matter because you already got your screw hose, so you're good. So what we're gonna do, get your drill. You're gonna sit that one frame down. You're only gonna work with one frame at a time. Put your Phillips screw drill bit on. Make sure you put that Phillips screw bit drill on, and that way we can start it and get it going. So like I said, that way you don't have to hunt for the hole. You see the hole is right there, and look how easy this is to get it started. You see that, guys? Now make sure you don't over drill it. These little screws are really, really small, and you don't want to overdo it. I'm trying to get that focus for you. See those little bitty screws, guys? You don't want to overdo it to make it strip. So you're just gonna easy put it in there. It helps if you got a magnetic drill head. So, all right. So now we're gonna do the bottom. The other side. That's the one side of the bottom. Now we're gonna do the other side. Let me get that angle for you guys to see it. All right, you see that, guys? Now we're gonna do this side. We're gonna set the frame up. Sorry guys if it's not enough light. Let me try to get that light angle enough for you to see it. I'm sorry. Trying to get the light for you guys to see real good. All right, can you see it better? All right, hope you can. All right, now we're gonna set this frame up, and we're gonna get that one screwed, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the top. It just make it so much easier like this. So yeah, scoot this up if we got a little room. Scoot it up. Now if you want to start it by hand, you can. You know, either way you want to do it, you can start it by hand or whatever. So yeah. All right guys, like I said, if you want to go on and start it by hand, you can, or you could put it on the tip of your drill bit. It don't matter. If you start it by hand, make sure you get it started good enough that it's not gonna fall out until you get the drill bit to it. So yeah, so I'm gonna start off with that first one. I got it in there, guys. I know you can't see it, but yeah, I got it in there. So we're gonna get that started. All right, let's get it even a little bit. There we go. Okay, now for the last one, and then we're gonna do the top shelf. Okay, so we're gonna, ooh, my fault, I didn't get it exactly in the hole, but there we go guys. All right, so now we're gonna get the next shelf. Now I was thinking while I was drilling it, maybe I should have did the top shelf first and then the bottom to make sure my drill could fit in between, but we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, let's just see. So what you want to do, you can get that on there, squeeze it enough to get it up against that board, and yeah. Now if you got a long drill bit like I do, it might be something that you might need it to do the the top shelf first and then the bottom, but I got other drill bits. So yeah, let's see about another drill bit to kind of make it easier, because yeah. So let's just see, guys. Let's just see. If not, I'm gonna have to take the bottom shelf off and do the top, and then we go back and put the bottom one back on. So let's just see what we're gonna do. All right, so first we're gonna try the bottom part. I know you guys can't see, but you gotta believe me what I say. And yeah, so let's try to get this on here. Get that a little even. There we go. Now this bottom, this small drill bit of mine, it's not magnetized like my long one. So there we go. But we got it. We got it, guys. All right. So yeah, let's do this side right here. Guys, like I said, just take your time. Don't worry about rushing or anything like that, because when you rush, that's when you mess up stuff. So just make sure you take your time. And like I said, it's not a big project, but still, it can still be messed up like anything else. All right, so we got the 2 bottom screws on. Now we're gonna do the 2 top ones on this top shelf, and then we're finished. So, yeah, where this metal is at an angle right here, guys. You see that? Let me see if it's clear. Where that metal is at an angle, yeah, that made it kind of hard to get that top screw in, but nothing that we can't do. Like I said, that's why this is Make It Work with Yosh. We would try to do anything. So, guys, we're gonna get this last one on, and then we shall be finished. Like I said, this little small drill bit I don't like, but I'm gonna try to pop it out and use my long one, since now we're at the top. It gives me more of an angle. There we go. So there we go. So see, guys, that worked perfect. So after you get through, I'm gonna set this up. I hope it's angle clear. So I'm gonna set it up and let you guys see how it should look. All right, guys, you see that? Let me try to lift this up. See how it should look right there? So you can set stuff on this top shelf, set stuff on the bottom shelf. And I'm gonna turn it sideways, that way you can see what I'm talking about. Now, guys, make sure when you get ready to go and set up the area you're gonna hang the shelf on, make sure you got the tools you need. You need 4 screws, the long screws. You need 4 of your anchors right there. You need a drill bit. Make sure your drill bit is not bigger than your anchor, because you just want to make a hole for you can hammer your anchor in farther. Make sure you have a hammer, and make sure you have some type of pencil or marker or pen for you can mark your area. You will put it against the wall, mark your area where it's going to go, and that way you will know exactly where to drill. And like I said, guys, when you do it, you will have, let me get it close and show you, just one moment. So you see right here where this hole is. If you notice, it got like a teardrop. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put it that way when it goes onto the screw, and when you let it down, that will catch the screw and hold it tight to the wall. So guys, make sure when you put this against the wall, you mark it for that area right there. Mark it for the top teardrop, not the big circular, because if you mark it for the big circular, it's going to drop down a little farther than you wanted it to sit. So if you mark it exactly where that top teardrop part is, it sits exactly where you wanted it. So make sure you mark it at that top part right there, guys, right there. Well, guys, like I said, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go on and mark it, get it set up, and then I will come back and show you guys how it looks. All right, guys. All right. Now, for a lot of you guys that might not have a type of device that will tell you if everything is angled perfectly, or if you don't have a yardstick or anything like that, go and get you a tape measure. It could be a small one, a big one, anything like that. But if you don't have a level, I'm going to show you guys how to get exactly the even amount that you need to put your shelf. So this is how you're going to do it. I have a level, but I'm too lazy to go out and get it, but it's a perfect time to show you guys how to do it yourself. Okay, so first figure out where you want to put your shelf. You know, so like I decided I want to put it about right here. So what I need to do is make sure I know exactly where I'm gonna put it, and take something that's you can erase or don't leave a really big mark, and like a pencil or something, just mark the top. If you can see, guys, let me move out of your way. If you can see, mark the top of this shelf right here. Just mark each side. Now, you want to make sure you put a dot before you move it. Put a dot with a pencil, poke a little dot or something. Put a dot exactly where the top of that teardrop is, like I told you guys. Now, with it being marked, remember I told you guys, mark the top. That way you have something to go off of. So the mark will be like right here, right here. Now, where you hit your dots, you're gonna take your measuring tape and you're gonna go all the way up to your ceiling. And you're going to measure exactly where that dot is. So that dot is at 22 1/4. So that means when you go over to that mark that I told you to do on this side, you need that dot over on this side to be a 22 1/4. That way you know it is exactly even. I'm hoping that your walls and your ceiling is even, so everything will match up. So the dot over here is 22 1/4. That way you know that your shelf is level. That's if you don't have a level. If you have a level, that's great. You don't have to worry about it. But I'm just showing you guys, a lot of you guys might not have a level. You might not have thought about, hey, let's go out and get a level because I'm going to be hanging a shelf today. So that's how you do it. Like I said, put your shelf where you want it to be, and you're going to mark the top on each part of the shelf. Like I said, I'm going to show you again for you to understand. So let's say you want your shelf right here. Bam, this is exactly where I want it. And you're gonna take something like a pencil, something that's not gonna leave a mark on your wall. Take a pencil and just rub the top of that. Guys, you see that where that metal is? Just rub the top and rub the top on that side. That way you have a area you know that you can stay in line with. Okay, then while that shelf is still up there, I shouldn't have moved it. So I'm trying to show you guys. While that shelf is still up there, you're gonna put a dot on one side. Put a dot exactly at the top of your teardrop, like I told you earlier in the video. That way, when you move your shelf, you can measure where this dot is and put it exactly in the same spot on this side. So, this dot right here, from the ceiling to this dot, is 22 1/4. So I want to make sure where that line is, I did at the top of my metal. So it means I need to stay in this area. I need to measure from the ceiling to 22 1/4 and put a little dot there. That way I know that is exactly even. And that's where I can drill. That way I can go ahead and drill my holes and put my anchors in. So, and what we can do, once you drill your first top hose to put your anchors in, Then you can go ahead and do your bottom ones. And it's so easier to do your bottoms. I'll show you. So guys, just hang in there and look. So, like I said, you don't want to drill bigger than your anchors. You're gonna drill a hole right here. Make sure you line it up where the hole, the dot is. You can just circle it a little bit with your drill bit, because you want to make sure that it's deep enough for your anchor to go in. So you're gonna drill those. Now guys, if you notice, this went on through like it's nothing. So that means there's no wood behind here. Now on this side, if you notice, it didn't go all the way through. It stopped right there. Well, I used to build houses years ago, so I know a stud is every 16 inches. So we hit a stud behind this part. So really, you don't have to put an anchor if you don't want to in the side, because that wood is gonna hold that screw. But this one you definitely do, because there's nothing but drywall, guys. So, like I said, you wanna make sure it's big enough that you can hammer that anchor through. And then, let's see, let me get my hammer. Let's take a look. Because like I said, the screw should be long enough to go and hit that wood. So we can put the anchor just in this one. Make sure you tap it slowly. Make sure you get in there. There we go, guys. That's good. Now, let me grab one of my screws, and I'm just gonna see how deep and how far that stud is from out here. That way I can see if I want to put a anchor. If not, nah, I don't need no anchor, because that wood will catch that screw, guys. So we got lucky. So what we're gonna do is change your bit from your drill bit, change it back to your screw bit. See that, guys? Change it back to your screw bit. And let's start off with this side. Go on and drill that in. Like I said, leave it sticking out some. Now, get another screw, and that's what we're gonna put in the anchor part, right here. Drill that in. Okay, now what it's doing, like I said, while I was screwing it in that, it's opening that up. That way it's not gonna pull it back out of the drywall. So that is great. Now, what we can do, let me move my stuff, and we are going to hang the shelf, and then we can do the two bottoms, and I'll show you easier way to do the bottoms. Once you got the two top done, the bottoms is way much easier, but you can mark it because it's already at a standstill. So what you do, put that, see that, guys? Right there, perfect. You see that? Now, all you have to do while it's sitting up there, let me check to make sure you're getting everything. Okay, you getting that, guys? Okay, yeah, you're getting it. Okay, now, while it's up there, you can go on and mark the top of the teardrop from your bottoms. Right there, just put a little dot, bam, a little dot, bam, and there you go. Then we're gonna lift this shelf up, and we can pretty much just follow where the dots is. You don't have to worry about anything. So let's set the shelf right here. All right, now this is an old house. It was built like in the 1800s. So hopefully the studs are even. So if there was a stud at this screw hole, there should be a stud at this one. So I shouldn't have to put an anchor for this one. So let's just see, but you never know. With older houses, you never know who the builders were and if they did everything correctly. So we shall see. We shall see. should when I'm using my, yeah. So it is stud there, that's good. So what I'm gonna do to make sure the screw go in even, I'm gonna go on and change it back to my drill bit. I know I'm in the way, guys, but you kind of know what's going on. So change this to my drill bit, make sure that hole is even. Well, actually, it just went through, so it's not. Like I said, old houses, you never know. All right, so while we're gonna put an anchor in that one, guys, and let's go on and drill this one. All right, so right there, like I said, it's an old house, and you never know exactly how they build an older house. A stud should be every 16 inches, especially in Kentucky. Other cities, they might did it different because some studs might be a different width between each one, but I know here it should have been every 16 inches is a stud. So guys, let's go on and get these hammered in, and then we should be good. So like I said, when you hammer them in, make sure you just lightly tap. Lightly tap. You don't have to hammer and bust the hole in the wall or nothing. Just lightly tap. Plus, you don't want to bend the anchor. So if it seems like your anchor is starting to bend like that one, what you need to do is pull it back out, and either you need to drill your hole a little bit wider, or yeah, that'd be best. Drill your hole just a little bit wider, not too much wider, but just make sure that anchor is not going to have a problem going in. So yeah, all right, so that should be good, but you don't want to have to drill a hole way bigger than the anchor, and the anchor just go through the hole and fall in the wall. So yeah, guys, I have seen it happen. It has happened to me before, but that's why I say you take your time, don't overdo it, and you just tap. There we go. There we go. So now what you can do is you can either put your shelf on and then drill the screws in, or do it like I'm about to do. Just go on and put the screws in, and then you can hang the shelf. So yeah, let's do it, and then we'll be finished, guys. So let's go on and put a screw in this one anchor. And then put a screw in this other one. Plus, I'm gonna tell you, when you putting your shelf back on these screws, if it seemed like the screw kind of went sideways, you can tap it a little bit to get it before it can line up with the hole. But we shall see. We'll get ready to hang it. So, all right, guys, let's check this out. Make sure you even that up. Okay, we got it. So now what you want to do is, once you pull it down some, if you want it to be exactly against the wall, that's when you can tighten the screw while it's on the wall. That way it draws that shelf a little bit closer to the wall. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, that one, that one, that one, and then let's do the last one, guys. There we go. Now, what I was talking about, see, you don't hear anything hitting against the wall because it's exactly up against that wall. Now, guys, once you got your shelf on, it is ready to put whatever you want on there. If you want to put body wash, anything. You can put, if you want to put extra washcloths, or anything. Some people put extra washcloths in one corner and like body washes or whatever you want to put on the shelf, you can. It's ready to go, guys. So yeah, like I said, put that. You could put your Lysol cleaner or spray, anything you want, any way you want. Some bath and body wash stuff, you know, just anything. I'm sure my wife will set it up the way she wanted. So yeah, just do it any way you want, guys. And that's how you do it, you know. And I hope you learned something from this video. Like I said, I showed you different ways that you can do it just in case you don't have a level. Not everybody have a level and walk around carrying a level. So yeah, just make sure you have a tape measure because that will help a lot. Or if you don't have a tape measure, if you have a yardstick, that would be great also. Well guys, like I said, this was just a video from Make It Work with Yosh. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, it should be right there. And hit that bell notification, which should be right there. And for the guys that's already, the guys and women that's part of the family already, please make sure you just hit that thumbs up and make sure y'all both share this video and make sure you keep watching. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day and take it easy. Peace.